Hello, folks. Welcome back to an analysis of the horrific violent events, the vigilantism that took place in Parkwood Estate in Cape Town.
Guys, we've got the culprit. Here's his car. We are demolishing his car.
We got him. We got him. Only you didn't get him. You didn't get him. The murder of an innocent person perpetrated by vile misconduct of the public. And this isn't the first one, folks. We've seen this with suspected rapist being beaten to death with cinder blocks and iron bars in the Cape Town area. We've seen this in other parts of South Africa. It's vigilantism. And I'm tired of hearing the nonsense that, well, we're frustrated with the police and it's time that we did something. No, it's not. It's never your place to murder and to be judge, jury, and executioner of a person who has never been tried for a purported crime. In this case, it turns out an innocent man who had nothing to do with anything. He was actually a victim of a crime, and the criminals turned it so that he was a further victim, being beaten to death savagely and burned alive. Parkwood Estate in Cape Town. Detectives have questioned the security guard and the sister at the clinic, and there was no evidence of any kind of kidnapping. This is a mass hysteria caused by social media and the spread of fake news. Well, response to that from community leader Rashad Allen, who was present at the scene, said residents in the area have had enough of the crime. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers on 08600-10111. Crime Stoppers 08600-10111. Well, Mr. Allen, I don't give a flip if people are tired of crime. It's not their job. Now, the Independent Online is reporting that 31-year-old Abongile Mafalala from Dunoon is believed to be the man who was brutally murdered by Parkwood vigilantes on Tuesday. Grassy Park Policing Precinct said it had identified Mafalala soon after he was murdered, while investigating circumstances led to his murder, and discovered an unexpected gang element to the incident. Now, this all started over false social media reporting and hysteria spread by people about abducted girls. The Grassy Park Police Station Commander Dawood Lang, whose resignation residents have called for us recently just a few weeks ago, said, "We can confirm that no person was abducted or attempted to be abducted." A witness made contact with the SAPs to inform us about the alleged kidnapping of a child or children. Lang said unconfirmed information indicates that two gangsters robbed an Uber driver. Now, Uber says that he wasn't affiliated, but whatever the case is, he was a ride-sharing driver. The two gangsters robbed him, and when he resisted, they cried wolf and called out that Mafalala wanted to take two children. An emotional community responded and began attacking the man. The car was dismantled. He was drugged from the car, beaten severely to death, and burned, potentially alive. The community was emotional about fake information circulating on social media, and they all acted and partook in this brutal murder. Several gangsters were seen searching the deceased vehicle for valuables and even removing 3 alloy wheels with tires before the vehicle was set alight. 2 suspects were also seen searching through the pockets of the victim after he was severely beaten and left for dead before he was lit on fire. This was a criminal attack on an innocent man started by gangsters and the community completing this brutal attack. But folks, policing and societal failures played a significant role in this horrific assault on this young man. Police in the province are still searching for several missing children, women and men. Among them are Shireen Essep, 34, Kimberly Mubaiwa, 21, Vanessa Mubaiwa, 17, Ali Abukir, 17, and 2-month-old Kai-isha Manias. But vigilantism is never the answer. Vigilantism is never the answer, folks. Never the answer. This is unacceptable. And this is far from the first time this has happened. And it'll be far from the last time it's happened. This is a consequence of poor governance and callous disregard for human life by people. And it's vile and disgusting, this young man's life. And of course, it gets turned into a racial incident all of a sudden. He was a black man in a colored area. Why in 2022 are we describing parts of South Africa as colored areas? Black areas, Indian areas, white areas? It's sad and tragic that such things had happened. A political party that stole the mantle of liberation, the African National Congress, has failed abjectly over 3 decades to advance South Africa. The country has been retarded and fallen back to a state of disorder. South Africa, by all reasonable accounts, is a failed state. It is bankrupt. It has to borrow junk bond status. It cannot police its cities and its neighborhoods, let alone its farms and rural areas. 46% of the population lives on welfare. 46%. Only a handful of South Africans pay taxes, and those small numbers carry the entire load for the country. Meanwhile, the African National Congress is embroiled in one scandal after another. The police minister, Bekele, only shows up for virtue signaling when it suits his needs and advances his political desires, like arresting white South Africans sitting on a beach in Cape Town for violating lockdown, while ignoring the murders of 60 South Africans every single day, like this poor young man, Mafalala. This is horrific. This is sad. This is pathetic. This should not continue. The entire cabinet under Cyril Ramaphosa should tender their resignations, starting with Police Minister Bekele and the Minister of Injustice, Ronnie Lamola, who's more concerned about the death in custody of an anti-apartheid activist in 1969, 53 years ago, than he is about the life of this young man that was snuffed out simply for driving people to a place who decided they wanted to rob him. Cry the beloved country indeed. Cry the beloved country. The disintegration of South Africa is moving forward at an ever faster pace. Preppers out there already. Are you? What a tragedy. Hey, folks, if you're not a subscriber, why don't you come on, smash the button right down there, become a subscriber. We'll keep you updated on news and events from across Africa with a big focus on Southern Africa and South Africa in particular. Bye-bye, donkey, for watching the program. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, folks, and we'll catch you next time here on Chris Wyatt Reports.